Saddam Hussein, whose full name was Saddam Hussein Abd al-Majid al-Takriti, was born on April 28, 1937, in the town of Alavia near Tikrit, Iraq. He rose to power and became the president of Iraq in 1979, holding the position until 2003. Saddam Hussein's story is one of power, conflict, and the eventual downfall of a dictator. Saddam Hussein grew up in a poor family, but he showed intelligence and ambition from a young age. After finishing high school, he moved to Baghdad and joined the Arab Socialist Ba'ath Party, a political organization that sought to promote Arab unity and socialism. Saddam quickly rose through the ranks and became a key figure within the party. In 1968, the Ba'ath Party seized power in Iraq through a coup d'etat, and Saddam Hussein became the vice chairman of the Revolutionary Command Council, the country's highest decision-making body. He gradually consolidated his power within the party and the government, and in 1979, he assumed the presidency after convincing his predecessor, Ahmed Hassan al-Bakr, to resign. During Saddam's presidency, Iraq went through a period of relative stability and economic growth. He focused on modernizing the country, improving education, and developing industries such as oil production. However, his regime was marked by authoritarianism, political repression, and human rights abuses. Saddam used brutal methods to maintain control, including the suppression of political opposition, the execution of dissidents, and the use of chemical weapons against the Kurdish population in northern Iraq. Saddam Hussein's most notorious action came in 1980 when he ordered the invasion of Iran, starting the Iran-Iraq War, which lasted for 8 years. The war resulted in hundreds of thousands of casualties on both sides and left Iraq heavily indebted. Saddam's decision to invade Kuwait in 1990 further escalated tensions in the region, leading to the Gulf War, in which an international coalition led by the United States drove Iraqi forces out of Kuwait. Following the Gulf War, Saddam Hussein faced increased international scrutiny and sanctions, severely impacting Iraq's economy and leading to widespread poverty among its citizens. In 2003, the United States, along with its allies, invaded Iraq, citing concerns over weapons of mass destruction and Saddam's support for terrorism. The regime collapsed swiftly, and Saddam went into hiding. After an extensive manhunt, Saddam Hussein was captured by U.S. forces in December 2003. He was put on trial in Iraq, charged with crimes against humanity, and found guilty in 2006 for the killings of 148 Shias in the town of Dujail. Saddam was executed by hanging on December 30, 2006. Saddam Hussein's story represents the complex and tumultuous history of Iraq, while he pursued modernization and economic development. His brutal methods and aggressive foreign policies led to the suffering of many Iraqis and strained international relations. His downfall marked the end of an era. But Iraq continues to grapple with the consequences of his regime and the subsequent challenges it has faced in establishing stability and democracy.